All right. Well, I can be heard, it seems like. All right. Well, we here. Let's see what happened, man. Let's see what happened, man. Because things got a little crazy over here trying to use this restream thing. I don't know if any of y'all, anybody that's coming in here now, I know it's been on for a minute. I was running the shorts feed for you. But restream is shit. I mean, there's really not a lot to it. And I apologize to anybody that might be thinking of purchasing that product, but it's crap. All right. Tried a few other ones. Maybe I'll go back to StreamYard. I don't know. But anyway, if you're in here, if you jump into the chat, make sure you send me a thumbs up so I know you here. All right. We're going to get into a little quick topic because somebody sent me a news interview that basically was scaring some folks regarding what's coming. And you know what's coming? Some people got to go. It's tough, sad, but some folks got to go. Now, I'm going to get this out the way. I'm going to get this out the way right now. A lot has been said about Trump's cabinet and the fact that there's not a lot of black people in that cabinet. Okay. Well, there's at least one or two. And there's a couple of like brown folks, right? Now, I'm going to say this personally, okay? Not on behalf of all black people, black men, black anything, right? I don't really want the cabinet to be full of black people. You know, I need it to be as diverse as the U.S. population is. And if black people only make up like 10 to 12%, then there shouldn't really be more than two. Just being honest. So you can stop with all of this. He's being racist with the cabinet picks. What did you think he was going to get a basketball team in there? Stupid. Jose, if you're still in here, I apologize for the glitchiness on the shorts. I don't know. Restream is crap. And I apologize in advance for the glitchiness that's going to come when I share this clip in a second about this mass deportation thing. Now, look, people are upset about mass deportation, but it's like this. If you don't create a mess, then it doesn't take as much to clean that mess up. It just is what it is. People said they wanted some things cleaned up. Sometimes it's not pretty. Like when you rebuild a house and like you refurbish a house, you destroy a lot of stuff first. You knocking down walls, there's sawdust everywhere, place looks like crap. But when you rebuild it, it looks 10 times better. And I'm hoping that that's what happens because there's no clean cut way of doing this whole mass deportation thing. So let me find this daggone clip, bring it up for the folks to tune in. I see you in the chat over there, Zora. I see you. Ready for mass deports. I'm just playing. There was just a lot to be said. And I got to go over with the people. Simple as that. Give me a second. Let me bring this up. See if they can even hear it. So this came from the, what channel is that? Oh, MSNBC. Now, speaking of MSNBC, they're getting ready to get disbanded or something. And if I had the money, I'd buy them. Have the Ninja News Network. So let me pull this on over here. Hold on. What is that? Oh, somebody's cutting something over there. Let me check this out. Oh, I got to do the entire screen. There we go. All right. So let's see what we got here. Nah, that's not the one I want. This is the one. Let me just let this dude talk. Anybody that's tuning in, thank you for tuning in. Throw a thumbs up in the chat. Let me know that you here and where you from. I want to see where this voice is making it to.
I can promise you, police officers.
See, this shit is already shit. See what I'm saying?
Officers in these cities are going to be desperate to work with, to work alongside federal law enforcement officer to clean out these nests of criminal aliens. I promise you, when the liberators show up, when they roll up in their federal law enforcement uniforms with those vests, the local police are going to join them arm in arm to get the migrant killers, gang members, and drug dealers out of the country. They will be the first in line.
I apologize, America. That was Stephen Miller, Trump's senior policy advisor, who's also going to be the deputy White House chief of staff in the next administration. My panel's back with me, Money and host John Reinish. But yeah, the language Stephen Miller used in that clip is the same hate.
All right, I'm going to stop right there for a second because he's already getting into some hateful language. I heard the man say... that he was going for criminal people. And not just people who are here illegally, but people who are here illegally and have committed crimes. So you can probably start with the jails because there's a lot of people already locked up for something. And they can start there, move some spaces out there, and then put some people back in them spaces as they move the other people out. But we're going to listen to the fear-mongering from these folks. Because he already was like, that was scary. I'm sorry, America. That wasn't that scary, dude. It wasn't even that serious, bro. Like, you making it seem like it was something it wasn't. And this is what we talk about. It was making it seem like something it ain't.
Full mean language he has used for as long as he's been on the political stage. Your reaction to what he says is going to happen.
So, in the worst case scenario, you will have some small town sheriffs, right, who are like, let's go. Let's do this. But when I was reporting this story, precisely actually under the Obama administration, so many law enforcement said, we do not want to cooperate with ICE. This is the worst thing that can happen in our small town, is if they see us cooperating with ICE, because then we have lost the trust of the community. So that, both things can happen at the same time, but Stephen Miller is really a thing. I mean, I just, when he says it's going to be what everybody's looking forward to, or everybody's going to be expecting, my question is, what do people want to see to make mass deportation a success? Babies crying, planes flying filled with people. What do they want to see in order to believe, like, mass deportation has been a success?
And John, and look, I think that...
that's a good question. That's a good question. What do people want to see to say that mass deportation was a success? Well, the first part of it is that people will not be here. So we're going to start with that. The guy in the clip literally said the criminal elements, cartels, drug dealers, that kind of situation, human traffickers, that's who they're coming for first. Now, granted, they might not be the easiest ones to find, and there's a lot of people who are worried that the government's going to go for the low-hanging fruit. The people that they do know about that, are just living and working and, easy to find folks. So we'll see how that turns out. But the way that guy just said it, he's really going for folks we want to get rid of anyway, right? Now, in order for it to look like a success, what you'll have to see is a change in violent crime. You have to see a lowering in the number of people coming across. It'll be used as a deterrent. The people that come in, like later in the equation, they're going to have plenty of time to make a choice or a decision, like leave on their own. If they know they can't get it taken care of and the visa's not good or whatever, they can make plans. And I think that's fair. I think if you try to just go snatch people out of their houses and everything on day one, that's not how it works. But the ones who are out here doing the killing and the drug dealing and all that, and the cartel types and the human traffickers and whoever else, those guys, get rid of them first, and then after that we can have another discussion about the second wave. But I think that MSNBC, they'll be RIP soon enough, but I just thought it was good to bring up their clip because they immediately went and apologized for what this guy was saying, but he literally said what people are expecting. That's what people are expecting. They're expecting you to get criminals. Now, if you start snatching up families and there's kids crying and all that, now it's not a good look. But that's not what they're going for. And honestly, if you're a murderous, violent criminal, you don't really care about your kids anyway. So I'm not going to say I don't feel sorry for your children because they've been put into that situation, but no fault of their own. But it's collateral damage. So I'm going to let them finish talking in a little piece because Restream is shit. And I can't do what it is I want to do because I don't have my other situation right now. But this is a cool look. I like the background. Everything's nice.
Campaigning is always very different from governing. And what I am looking at, I'm not going to say looking forward to at all, but what I think will be fascinating from a political point of view to see is if the American people are looking at 2 years of seeing people, okay, when they're talking about, it's criminals on day one and people who have convicted cartels, drug dealers, whatever, okay, probably the American people are like, oh, that's understandable, I guess. But when you were talking about 2 years of the utter mayhem and chaos of people being ripped out of businesses, schools, hospitals, and senior centers, and it is that constant chaos and constant. Because when people see something, it's very different than just thinking it's all hypothetical or it's all a campaign talking point. But when you see it on your TV screen for 2 years, and when there are 3 industries that depend on undocumented workers, hospitality, construction, agriculture, those are all priced goods. We have been hearing a lot about the prices of goods. When a workforce is taken away, what happens? The prices get moved on right to consumers. Corporations certainly aren't going to absorb it. So what's going to happen when you're seeing 2 years of chaos?
All right, I'm going to pause it one more time here because the guy makes a good point. There's some people that are going to be taken out of jobs, There's going to be some spaces created, and it's not going to be pretty. Let's just get past the thought that this is going to be some smooth process like getting on a cruise and everybody just goes back to where it is. No, it's not going to be pretty. And everybody that they brought in so far, that Trump's brought in so far, has not even lied to you and said it was going to be pretty. So what we're going to try to avoid is harming any children and all that kind of stuff. But in certain situations, the kids are going to be upset. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. These guys are talking about it. They're like, what does it look like? It's going to be scary. And yeah, it is. So are we just going to, can we get past that? I mean, the one lady was like, there's going to be a few detractors that are like ready to do this on day one. And I'm thinking, based on the vote, there's going to be not so many detractors. There's going to be mostly people trying to do that because they want to get it over with. They want to, that's why they're like, they want, let's just get that started because it's going to be a mess, and we need to get it over with. We need to get past that. There's going to be some tears shed, and this is what it is. So these little soft dudes on this MSNBC thing, I hate to inform you guys, but yeah, it's not going to be pretty. You're right about that. But neither is what's going on in Palestine. That's not pretty. And people are able to deal with that. So I think we can curb our selective outrage and allow that man Trump to do what he was voted in to do and do the best that we can to support that situation without anybody getting hurt. That's my realness. Anyway, let me get back to the end of the damn clip with the softies. Okay? Hold on.
On your screen, and then, oh my God, the grocery prices that you just...
Talking about grocery prices.
voted to be brought down by any means possible go away. What happens then?
But the problem is that while there will be this split screen on occasion, a lot of this is going to happen in the cover of darkness. I have been with ICE and Border Patrol when they go out and do these pickups, and they happen at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, so people won't see. That's something that I'm very concerned about. Is that
they come right up in that joint. Oh, now see, restraint. Shit. This is why I don't like it. You know what? You're just gonna keep spinning. It's probably because I'm trying to talk that realness. And anytime I talk the realness, I have technical issues. But I get what the lady's saying. I get what the guy is saying. I get what all of them are saying. But what are you gonna do? If a person breaks the law and there's a law against it, there's a set of persecution or prosecution that comes along with that. And we don't have any sympathy for anybody else that's breaking the law. You know, people get ripped from their families all the time for 15, 20 years right here in the U.S., U.S. citizens. So if you are one of those folks that's doing all that, I mean, what are we supposed to do, turn a blind eye? No. But we also don't want no kids to get hurt. Because if some kids get hurt, that's never going to be a good look for anybody. Not for Trump, not for anybody in his Homeland Security thing, Border Patrol, none of them. So protect the kids, protect the border, protect Trump before somebody tries to take him out again. Because I think they're going to try that again. They've been definitely on some stuff lately. And if people are really that scared, if somebody thinks their family member is getting ready to be taken out of here, they might take it upon themselves to try to fix that situation. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I've been trying to get people to just calm it down. You know, don't you speak into the choir, as they say. When they say, "Oh my gosh, this is going to happen with mass deportations," yes, and a lot of people wanted that. So we'll see what turns up. We'll see what turns up. I don't know. I'm gonna put it like this: restream is shit. Okay, because I had like 3 clips I was trying to do, and I can't do them because I can't even get through the first one because restream is shit. Okay. And unfortunately, because restream is shit, I'm about to cut this stream. But anybody that came in here, thank you for stopping by. Make sure you put up a thumbs up. If you got any illegal people that live in the house with you, you might want to get their paperwork together because that could be problematic in a few months. Just let you know, all right? Because if I don't let you know,